Bloody hell. What is up, people? Welcome back to a brand new video. You're joining me on a terrible but classic, typical British weather day. Absolutely pissing it down with rain. You know, we've had a few days of sun and now it's down ways from here now. But yeah, we are off to the gym today. Literally, the gym is called The Gym. Yeah, it's quite a big chain here in the UK. It's not the most ideal gyms in terms of atmosphere, but for me, the convenience of, you know, being on my way to work, and also it's very cheap. Yeah, it's a great gym to go to. You know, compared to some gyms which are like 40 quid a month for pretty much the same equipment, yeah, I can't really justify it at the moment. You know, the gym is literally, I think, about £15 a month. You know, I can cancel any time, so yeah, if there's another gym that pops up that's sort of on my route and reasonably cheap, then I'll go to that. But yeah, it's not too bad. The only thing I would say about it is the atmosphere is pretty shocking. You know, you'd be trying to do a bench press or something and all you hear is like, so yeah, that's, you know, hearing that is not ideal. So yeah, bring your headphones in and yeah, you can definitely get a good session in. You know, you can definitely hit every single muscle group. We've got some decent machines. Well, the machines themselves aren't the best quality of machines, but you can certainly get the job done. You know, anyone who says otherwise about the equipment, it's just bullshit really. Like you can definitely get a good workout in. There's definitely better machines, definitely better quality equipment like Nautilus. I think it's called Prime as well. It's pretty decent. I've used that before, but yeah, you can certainly get the job done in a chain gym, guys. You know, I used to go to Pure Gym as well. Although I did bloody hate that. I mean, that was one step below the gym, to be honest, but yeah, definitely get it done. Now we are in for push A today. So it's slightly chest focused, slightly back focused as well. Hopefully the point of this video is to get some clips for you guys and sort of do a little bit of an educational sort of viewpoint for it. I have tried to film in there recently before and they have stopped me, so hopefully the guy who did that won't be there today. Otherwise I'll have to try and find some sneaky little angles, although I have got a slightly bigger tripod now, so that will be a little bit difficult. But anyway, we're definitely going to try and get the job done for you guys. So yeah, sit back, relax and enjoy this video. Right then, so managed to finally get some more clips in the gym. I do apologise, I haven't done any clips in the gym lately. As I did mention the last time, someone did stop me, but yeah, this time the dude seemed pretty cool. Allow me to film. So yeah, some of the angles are a little bit dodgy. That is something I would improve upon, but yeah, let's get into it. So we started with, well, we're doing a sort of a push session today. It's a push A rotation. So it's chest and, well, I say push A, I mean, I got back in there as well, which is cool. I tend to sort of shove chest and back in together just because I find that they work quite nicely. So what I tend to do is start off with a chest movement, then onto a back movement, then onto another chest movement, then onto a back movement. The reason I do this, the reason I program it this way is because I find that if I do two you know, body parts, two muscle groups, two of the same muscle groups like simultaneously after each other, I just get absolutely fried on it. So I find that if you know, do a chest movement, for example, and give your chest a rest and do a back movement and give your back a rest and do another chest, I find I can really get the most out of each movement pattern, each exercise in each set. So yeah, we started off with a flat dumbbell press. Now when I did this, when I first started about 8 weeks ago, I was on about 16 kgs, which was absolutely nothing. But obviously, you know, after taking so long for the gym, I just started easing into it. Now I'm on to the 24 kgs for, I think, sets of 12 to 15. So I'm still working in that high rep range because for me, I find it personally works a lot better than sort of, you know, the 6 to 8. Then onto the barbell row. So here we warmed up with some 10 kgs, did about 20 reps of that, then onto 15 for a set of 14. And then we moved on to 20 kg each side for 2 sets of 10. This is a staple exercise, guys, I think, to really sort of build in that big back. You can use an underhand grip, but I personally like to use a pronated grip with my thumb over the bar, just because I can find the sort of, you know, my hand work as hooks then. I can really work on driving my elbows back. So when I'm doing this movement, I think I'm driving my elbows back into my hips and really squeezing at the top, and then sort of lengthening my lats as I go down, but not sort of, as you can see, my legs are staying fairly stable. So I'm not letting it go so low that my, you know, my back starts to arch a bit. So yeah, really good movement for the back. This is definitely something that I incorporate into, yeah, both push, well, I say push rotations, they're not really push rotations, but I do that sort of two times a week. And then we moved on to a lat pull down. This was actually the 4th exercise. For some reason I've shoved it in as the third one. But yeah, again, this is a great movement. You can do the lat pull down with one bar, but I find this one works a lot better because you can do one arm at a time to really focus on that contraction. As you can see, a key thing to take home with this is to make sure you lock in with that pad on your legs. I think for one of the sets I didn't have it quite right, and then I was starting to lift up, which obviously is not ideal because then you're starting to use your body weight to pull you down. So yeah, just really lock in tight with that pad on your legs, and then you'll find that you can always do all of the work with your back. Again, using that pronated grip with the thumb over the bar and thinking of driving my elbows sort of down towards my hip again. That's the key with any back sort of training, guys, is to really think of pulling with your elbows, using your thumbs as grips, as hooks, sorry. So, you know, thumb over the bar, use them as hooks, and you can find it can really contract a lot easier, a lot better with that. So then we moved on to an incline dumbbell press. You can see I'm doing a lot of dumbbell movements as opposed to barbell. I was doing barbell for quite a while, but I find it's one of those movements where, you know, everyone wants to be good at you know, barbell bench pressing, but to be honest, I don't feel I really connect with it that well. You can put a lot more weight on it, but I definitely don't get that squeeze. You know, you think with a barbell, when you're going up, you can't bring the barbell in, but with a dumbbell, you can bring them in and then squeeze them in up here. So yeah, I just find you get a lot more for your you know, bang for your buck. You know, I can really bring it in, squeeze that chest, and I can really contract it all the way. And obviously I can bring it down lower as well. Some of these reps, I'm looking at it now, thinking I was bringing it down a little bit too low, you know, putting a little bit too much pressure on the joints. Really, for me, for my sort of arm span and my arm length, I don't need to be bringing it lower than sort of about here. Whereas as you can see on the video, I'm bringing it down sort of here. Now when I get to this movement here, I'm not really using my chest to bring it up. I'm using my shoulder initially. So yeah, got to be definitely a bit careful with that. And then we finished off with some biceps. I love this movement. This is the sort of lying bicep dead hang, I like to call it. I don't know what its official title is, but yeah, this is an absolute killer. You don't need a lot of weight here at all. As you can see, I'm using 10 kgs, but yeah, it's an absolute killer movement. As you can see, I'm on the way down, on the eccentric part of the movement, I'm bringing my elbows all the way down and almost flexing my tricep. That's how you know you're coming down far enough. It's definitely a good idea to film yourselves doing these movements, guys, just for your sake, to look at technique. You know, when I watch these back, I sort of realized, for example, on the incline dumbbell press, that I was bringing it down a little bit too far. But yeah, this is an absolute killer. I did 3 sets of 15 here, and trust me, that was enough. And yeah, that was that session sort of all wrapped up, really. You know, there's not, you know, I did 5 exercises, but 4 of them were pretty heavy. No, 3 of them were compound movements, you know, the incline, the flat, and the barbell row. You know, so I'm getting a lot of arm sort of movements as a secondary sort of byproduct of those compounds anyway. But yeah, real good session this was. Very happy I managed to get some clips. And yeah, let me know in the comments if you want me to, you know, keep filming some of my exercises and sets. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next clip. Well, safe to say it's still absolutely pissing it down, although that is a mixture of rain and sweat. But Jesus Christ, I absolutely love the summer, and although you wouldn't believe it's summer right now, it is absolutely stuffy in gyms, isn't it? Like, they've got the aircon on full, but you know, it wasn't even that busy today. But bloody hell, it was so stuffy. So yeah, luckily I can have a shower at work before I obviously work, otherwise I'll be sitting there like a stinking mess. But yeah, sincerely hope you guys have enjoyed that video. If you have, please drop it a like. It really does help the channel to grow. Comment down below, subscribe if you're new around here. Hopefully, yeah, aiming for 400 subscribers by hopefully August. Yeah, bit of a aspirational goal there, but yeah, 400 subscribers before the end of August, hopefully. No, before the start of August. I can't remember what I just said, but yeah, yeah, channel's growing quite nicely. Sorry about the poor uploads once again. I am going to be back on it. Yeah, less talk, more action. So yeah, sincerely hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have, drop it a like, and I'll catch you guys next week for the next one. Peace.